This woman is not even able to rip a teddy bear. Weak. I'm always ready. Hi, alright. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh. Fudge, no. This is...
Oh, I've seen that. That's Annie.
Actually, kind of looks 2D.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of what we want to do. How the fuck did they do?
I can see why this took so long.
Yeah, beautiful.
It looks like every single frame was just painted. Look at how flowy this dress is.
It's amazing. I like how they did the fire too.
It's hard to react while watching. I'm just amazed at the moment.
No.
Ooh, transition.
Is she a scary monster and she killed everybody?
I don't remember.
Holy shit, this is actually very wow.
This is not animated on ones, right?
No.
Like on...
That's 2s or 3s.
And it was on 13 years ago?
Oh no, 2018. But it was in development since 2013.
Still, what the fuck? Shit.
Look at how realistic the face is.
It's crazy. To be honest, the eyes are a little uncanny.
Because they're so big. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, this kind of looks more hard surface.
She's like, my 8-year-old plans to kill me.
Yeah, for real.
I'm actually so not listening to the story, like watching the story. I'm just like, pictures.
Oh, did you see that smear frame?
The edges kind of remind me of what Kai told us about breaking
but it's
breaking
in-
up the edges with, I don't know, turbulent stuff.
Damn.
That's some nice framing. Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
What an asshole.
Cool camera angle.
Aww. Oh, cool.
I like how the hair moves.
You see? It's like flimmering. But it's not moving all the time. Just when they are. Like her face is really calm actually. Love the transition.
Like every time when the face, like when it doesn't move, also the paintbrushes don't move. You know, sometimes in 3D they just put like a filter on it and it just moves.
I love how they do the blur.
Oh, that's cool. How washed out this looks like.
Yes. Aww.
There's something very creepy about children's laughter.
Oh yeah. Especially combined with this music.
Yeah.
So good.
And with the knowledge that something shit is about to... Oh god, she dead. Let go of my teddy bear. Oh. The water's really nicely animated.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Ah, why do so many of these characters have just like sad backstories?
Villain origin story.
It's really sad.
Good thing about a game is you can make everybody a villain. Oh, the black and like... That's so nice, how dark it is.
It's a really cool composition also story-wise.
I thought I was gonna get a break, now I'm just depressed.
Fucking teddy bear. Maybe it's the teddy bear that's evil.
You think Arcane is inspired by this?
I really wonder how they did that.
Cool, the fire looks like. Oh my god. Every frame a painting.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Wait, how did... Oh, the teddy bear.
Oh, he did.
You know, at least he loved his daughter.
What?
That looked so cool.
So cool, yeah.
That's something.
That's a nice ass transition. Yeah, I understand this woman.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's just mean.
That's just bullying.
Yeah.
And that's how I became a murderer. Dude, that looks epic.
Damn.
What the fuck is...
Holy shit.
What is it about this stupid fucking teddy bear?
Emotional attachment? I don't know.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I like how the faces look like, because the Uncanny Valley gives it like a nice, more creepy effect.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, this is 3D, but like, it's not just some shaders thrown onto the
Definitely
mesh.
not.
Annie.
How have I never heard of this?
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh,
What?
it's still.
It's League of Legends.
But is it Fortiche who did it? That's not
No.
Fortiche.
It's a Riot internal production, actually. Any Origins is a 2018 animated short done by Riot. It's a mixed media project, comping 2D and 3D together. The style was in development since 2012, and it required Riot to create a new technique for motion graphics. About the story, the girl is a champion in the game, and her ability is fire powers, and she can make her teddy bear come alive and punch people.
That's so
That's
super
so-
sweet.
I will show you some behind the scenes because I think this is really hard to guess.
Oh wow, yeah. I appreciate it when they don't gatekeep their method. Share what you know.
In the beginning, with the eye, the highlight on the eye, I was like, we could do this like this. This looks cool.
Yeah. But also
like,
the reflection of the fire.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
a lot of the light was painted in the textures of the face itself, right? Depending on the scene.
It looks like these eyes are completely black. This is one creepy child.
On this one, I would talk about the background because I feel
Okay.
like a lot of it is painted here. There would be no need to actually 3D model this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
literally
like
the background's not. It's the camera movement and the fire and some particle effects.
Oh, I like the framing. Like you see how it's light here, and then you have her dark silhouette.
But it's also a lot of work to paint over everything.
with Kryptonats, you could actually kind of like we're doing in Blender, just stick
Yeah,
brush
that's
strokes
true.
and paintings on top. When you're rendering out an image, it gives you information about this scene, and one of the information is that for each object or for each material, it gives you a mask that moves with the camera, and so you don't have to track or roto anything in comp. It's really useful.
They do a lot with like having the characters still and then other parts still moving.
Here can you see the arm or the sleeve here is not moving and only the head and the arm is moving. And then the sleeve moves.
Yeah. It looks like they have alternating frame rates for different objects.
And that's also smart because like it looks more flowy.
Yeah.
Just the edges of the paper as well. It's so unclear. They use Adobe, so it's probably those wavy noise textures or turbulent noise
Yeah.
textures.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This transition that's like painterly.
I like how this little fire kind of follows the whole
Yeah.
motion of the swirly swirl.
And like we followed the little flame.
I really wonder how they did the hair.
Either it's like a simple plane, and then they had like a hair
Brush strokes, yeah.
and then they just animated that. Could be also just After Effects, you know.
Well, let's
in the
see, how's
scene
it
itself.
moving?
It keeps the same shape, makes it a bit unrealistic.
Yeah.
But like this is stylized, so.
They painted this and then they just moved it around in After Effects.
Puppet tool.
Yeah.
But also the animation, it's not even on twos, is it? Sometimes it's really choppy.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that was on twos. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It alternates. That's really interesting. This really doesn't look smooth whatsoever, and it supports the whole painterly style they've got going on. If you were to actually paint this, like paint every single frame, it would take forever, and then you would try really hard to reduce the frame rate, because if you animate on 3s or 4s, you can make a little bit less frames, so it supports the style.
I love how this like plays with the dark and the light.
Yeah, also like this is all dark. That's a huge part of the image.
Well, I think it makes sense, the frame rate they chose, because it kind of fits the story.
But I'm actually wondering, they didn't use any light, right? I can imagine they just painted all the light. Because the light is so brushstrokey on her. It doesn't look like it's actually being calculated and then broken up.
I like how the dress...
Yeah, let's look at the yellow dress.
It's amazing. It looks so organic and movie.
It looks like it's just a bunch of like paint strokes.
But I mean, like the shadows and stuff is staying on it.
Isn't that also painted? Wouldn't that be easier?
Painting over everything?
But it is so brushstrokey. They got to have those hard transitions with a rendered light.
Both of these children are fucking creepy, man.
Yes.
Whoa, look at this. It's
Beautiful.
smearing.
That's an After Effects effect, so I don't think that's hand painted. With a bunch of like noise filters on top of it. It looks too repetitive around here. to be hand painted.
The animation's so good. That minimal movements in the eyes and stuff. But of course it's motion capture. They just have to go in and correct it then and make it more flowy.
She's really mean, the blonde one.
She's a child.
Yeah, children are brutal.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen children?
I would punch that child.
You're only allowed to punch children if you're also a child. That's a beautiful framing
Yeah.
of like...
Frame within a frame.
Also, nothing is flimmering, only the stuff that's moving.
And also sometimes when they're not moving, nothing moves, and then once they move, it moves again.
That teddy went through some shit,
I
man.
know, right? It really shows the power dynamic. Like, she takes half of the image, like this half belongs to her, and then the light is on her too. And it makes her look really powerful and scary.
And you barely even notice that the other child is in this
Yeah.
area.
I mean, if the background isn't painted, I don't know what it is. But I think how they do motion blur and stuff works very well.
I like the little butterfly. I think this was hand drawn, the little blue wave. Oh, it's not a butterfly, it's a little person thingy.
I would really love to know which of these things is like hand drawn, which is 3D, which is After Effects, which one is
Go watch the
filter.
documentary.
I will.
And the water, like how rough it's painted.
But also the focus of the camera.
Yeah, on everything.
I also just like, sometimes it feels like a memory when they're motion blurring things.
The water might also be like a real life footage that's been slapped with filters.
But like the water is looping. Let's look at this form here.
Yeah, it's looping.
It's looping.
It's looping.
So they took like 3 frames of real water, slapped a filter on it to make it look more painterly. They just repeated those.
It
Nice.
works.
Yes, it works so nicely, man.
It's amazing.
Oh, the fire is so well done. I'm really impressed because if they really paint the textures and stuff, having to paint over it again when the fire comes, so that it influences the whole scene, this is insane.
So good.
Unless they did it with lights in actual 3D software.
Oh, I also like this composition because like you see half of her face and her disappointment. Him you don't see at all. He's just a silhouette. You don't see his face. It kind of shows like Annie's perspective of them. Like Annie is only focusing on the mom and her disappointment and she doesn't see her dad's support anymore. Amazing storytelling through composition. Whee!
I love the color change as well. And now the camera movement. And it's also going underneath the door.
I like the swoosh.
And I guess go through the door and then to him.
This also, it's
The
like
hit
falling through the hit as well.
Can I see the light change between when she falls and how red everything is?
Blue,
Everything is out.
cold.
I'm gonna say his face textures are mainly painted textures on top of him. I think they started modeling a realistic face and used like real skin textures and then painted over them.
Her emotions is so genuine. Like they nailed that. Also just the colors, the complementary colors, with orange and blue.
When I watched it, like the little...
The threads!
Yeah, I love those.
Also just the rim lights on her face.
This woman is not even able to rip a teddy bear. Weak.
To be fair, the teddy bear is like conscious or something. Yes, you can see the shadow of the bear.
Like the big shadow. I love how they hinted it, that it's not a teddy, it's bigger, just with the shadow. So good.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you!
Thank you.